Good morning, students. Welcome to our English lecture. Today we are going to start with one of the grammar topic, figures of speech. What is figure of speech? Figures of speech is a word or phrase which are used in the poem for making it more effective. It creates a poetic effect. There are many types of figures of speech, but we are going to see few of them which is commonly used, the important ones. Let's start with the first figure of speech, that is simile. A simile is a figure of speech that uses comparison between two unlike things. It is done using the words like, as or so. These two things must have one thing in common. Let's understand simile with some examples. Our soldiers are as brave as a lion. Here we are comparing two different things, soldiers and lion, using the word as. And what is one thing that is common between both of them? It is their bravery. They both are known for their bravery. So it is a simile. Let's look into the another example. She is like an angel. Here a girl is compared with an angel using the word like, and the common thing between them is beauty of both of them. So it is a simile. Let's look into one more example to make things even clear. Love is patient and so is my mother. Your love is compared with my mother using the word so, and the common thing between them is the patience. So it is a simile. These are the examples of simile. Now let's look into the another type of figure of speech. Metaphor. A metaphor is a figure of speech that uses comparison between two unlike things. These two things must have one thing in common. Now you might be thinking in simile also we said the same thing, but there is a difference between both of them. While in simile we use words as so, like, while comparing two things. Here we do not use that. Now I will take an example from simile only and make it into metaphor. Our soldiers are as brave as a lion. Removing as brave as, it becomes our soldiers are lion. In this statement also our soldier is compared with lion, and the common thing between them is bravery of both of them. But we have not used the word as. Thus we can say in the statement our soldiers are as brave as a lion. We use this simile, but when we say our soldiers are lion, we use a metaphor. Let's look into some more examples of metaphor. The camel is the ship of the desert. Here the comparison between the camel and the ship is made by saying that they both are equal without using any comparison word. So this is a metaphor. Let's look into one more example of metaphor. Life is a dream. Here comparison between life and dream is made by saying that they both are equal without using any comparison words. So these are the examples of metaphor. Let's look into the next type of figures of speech, personification. Personification is a figure of speech where human qualities are given to objects or ideas. These qualities may be emotions, desires, sensations, gestures, and speech. Let's look into some sentence examples of personification. The sun smiled at us. Here we are giving a quality of human, which is smile, to an object sun. So personification is used here. Let's look into the next examples. The stars dance playfully in the moonlight sky. Here they are giving human quality of dancing to stars. So it is a personification. Let's look into one more example of personification. Opportunity was knocking at her door. Here we are giving a human quality of knocking to an abstract term, opportunity. So personification is used here. Now let's see the next figure of speech, that is interrogation. When a rhetorical question is asked, it is interrogation. Interrogation is the asking of a question not for the sake of getting an answer, but to put a point more effectively. And you can easily recognize this by this question mark. For example, who can challenge the will of God? This sentence is a rhetorical question, as we all know that this question is asked not for the sake of getting an answer, as we all know that no one can challenge the will of God. So it's an interrogation. Now come to the next example. Isn't this place beautiful? This sentence is a rhetorical question, as we all know that this sentence means that this place is beautiful. So it's an interrogation. And you can also see that there is a question mark at the end of both of the sentences. So it's an interrogation. Now come to the next figure of speech, that is exclamation. An exclamation is that figure of speech which expresses strong emotion such as surprise, pleasure or anger. And you can see this exclamation mark also in the sentence. Now let's see these examples. Oh, how wonderful is the rain! You're amazing! In both the sentences, you can see that the feeling is expressed in a strong way. So it's an exclamation. Let's look into the another figure of speech. Euphemism. Meaning of euphemism is unpleasant idea of death or something which is bad, but the thing is spoken in a pleasant manner. When sometimes there is indication of death or something which is bad, it is said in a positive manner, is considered as euphemism. Let's look into the examples of euphemism. He has gone to meet his maker. This sentence means that the person is dead, but still it is said in a positive way. Let's see another example of euphemism. He has passed away. This sentence means he is dead, but this harsh reality is expressed in a positive way. Let's see one more example of euphemism. She is between the job. This sentence means that she is unemployed. This is something bad, but still said in a positive way. So, euphemism means a harsh reality expressed in a pleasant way. Now let's see the next figure of speech, that is tautology. Tautology is a figure of speech that says the same thing twice in different ways. Words having similar meaning are used in a same line. For example, it was adequate and enough. Here in this sentence you can see the word adequate and enough are similar in meaning. So it's a tautology. Now come to the next one. Add 1 cup boiling hot water to the mixture. In this sentence, the word boiling and hot are same in meaning. So, it's a tautology. Let's see the next figure of speech, that is antithesis. Antithesis is a figure of speech where opposite words are used within the sentence for poetic effect. It's one of the easiest figure of speech we can say, as we just have to see the opposite words. Let's look into the example of antithesis. For the caged bird sings of freedom. Over here the opposite word caged means prison and the opposite of prison is freedom. As you can see, two opposite words are used together, so it's an antithesis. Now see the next example. United we stand, divided we fall. The words united and divided are opposite in meaning. So it's an antithesis. Let's look into the next type of figure of speech. Onomatopoeia. An onomatopoeia is defined as a word which imitates the natural sound of a thing. That is, it is a word which is the sound of that thing. Let's understand it with some examples. The buzzing bee flew away. What is the sound of bee? It is buzz. As in this statement, we are using the sound of bee, buzzing. It is onomatopoeia. Let's look into next example of onomatopoeia. The large dog said, bow wow. Now what is the sound of a dog? It is bow wow. As in this statement, we are using the sound of dog. It is onomatopoeia. Let's look into one more example for onomatopoeia. The snake slithered and hissed. Now what is the sound of a snake? It is hiss. As in this statement, we are using the sound of a snake. So it is onomatopoeia. So these are the examples of onomatopoeia. Let's look into the next type of figure of speech. Repetition. A repetition is a figure of speech wherein a word or a group of words is repeated. It is used to create rhythm and bring attention to an idea. Let's understand word repetition example wherein a word is repeated. The president said, work, work and work are the keys to success. Here you can see that word work is repeated thrice to bring attention to the importance of work to gain success. This is an example wherein a word is repeated. Let's look into an example wherein a group of words are repeated. The politician declared, we will fight, come what may, we will fight on all fronts, we will fight for 1,000 years. Here as you can see a group of words, we will fight, is repeated to give the importance of the meaning of it. Let's look into one more example wherein a group of words is repeated. If you think you can do it, you can do it. Here you can see you can do it is repeated twice. So whenever you see a word or a group of words is repeated, it is a repetition. Okay. Now let's look into the next figure of speech, that is alliteration. An alliteration is a figure of speech where initial sounds of words are repeated. Let's look into the examples of alliteration. Peter Pepper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Here as you can see the sound P is repeated. So it's an example of alliteration. Let's look into one more example of alliteration. She sells seashells down by the seashore. Here as you can see the sound of sh is repeated. So it is an example of alliteration. With this we completed our lesson. Thank you.